Okay. I didn't pause it. I stopped it. So now we're gonna have two separate recordings.
Okay.
Whitney's gonna cuss at me, and it's not gonna be fun. Then.
Okay, we are back. Can everyone hear us? We're back on? Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you for your patience. We're down to mayor council comments. Any other comments from council?
I just, go ahead. Talk all the time.
I was just gonna note that, one thing that I, had interest in, since the beginning is getting more of our information out on the website. And I know that, we've had plans to do a new website and we had plans to do some software and things, but I just kind of wanted to put out there for council that, one of those things that I do want out there is, meeting audio. It's a permanent record and, save on public records requests and things like that for research purposes. That's something that I would like to see out on the website. And kind of along with that same line, if we end up having the ability to use some CARES funds or something, I know that other entities are using it for electronic software purchases and things like that to put things out on our website so people don't have to come in to do some business. That's just another use of CARES Act dollars that other entities have used for those kind of things, that they could do a permit online, or if they could, look up their permit information. Now that's a big public records request. Down the line, if we get a project where those can get scanned in, that takes a lot of time for that. So.
Okay, thank you.
I asked Todd a couple of things before the meeting started, so I just wanted to share it with everybody else. I had a difficult time finding the call-in information to get the other people to call in to our meetings. So I asked him if he could put that on the main page every time we have a meeting, so that when people go to the main page of our the city website, it'll be right there. And the other thing I asked was when we had a big windstorm across the street from my house, a cable went down and the tree blocked the bridge and everything. And we called the city, but the city was closed because it was a holiday. And so there is an emergency number for the city, and I believe you said you could put that right on the answering machine so that people know where to call. Because in the past, I know that's what we were supposed to do, is call the city when things went down. Instead, I wrote Wendy a whole bunch of you and Paul Knott. Anybody let me know, and I called Comcast. So anyway, those were just two things that I had asked Tom about. He could capture it in minutes. I got lots of other things I asked Tom to do too, but I got all this for you.
I know Bryson and I briefly chatted about, I didn't know if we do any spraying for weeds and things like that. I've noticed, just because I'm walking a lot more now, out on Summit when you're walking, there's kind of a big strip of like really tall weeds right between like the sidewalk and the road. And it's not a big deal. I didn't know if we spray or if we do that stuff.
Yes,
we
spray.
And I didn't know who maintains that whole right side around our, like the power bank there.
Are you talking out at Summit Place?
Summit Place 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole big
Where it comes
field.
over the sidewalk a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
us.
I see that.
Okay, yeah. Well, and we've been, like I said, just being out walking more, I've just noticed it a lot more that of course, weeds are the only thing growing right now, so they're,
That's normally like our summer help job.
I kind of thought when they brought up summer help, I figured that was probably one of those things. So.
Yeah.
And mowing and weeding and all that kind of stuff is a lot of what fell to that.
Yes.
And we did, for the sake of budget, we didn't do that this year. We might be very careful. So we'll make a note of it though. We can share it with our public works team, and they're doing their best to get out there. So thank you. Any other council comments? So final mayor comments. I wanted to circle back to, we're entering our budget season. And so if council would like to have a budget workshop so that we can overview the process, share some information and insight as to what we're thinking of for 2021 and get council feedback on what you would like to see in 2021, we could get that scheduled. I know we've done a budget workshop for the past 2 or 3 years, at least that I've been involved, and I find it very helpful. So if you would like to do that, we can look at calendars for that. Also, want to find out if council wants to stick with our summer schedule that we've been doing. So normally we would not have a second meeting in September, and then we would start our 2 meetings again in October. Does council want to stay with that, or do you feel the need to have a meeting, a second meeting for September?
Todd, do you have anything coming up that you need us to?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, that we're actually going to approve.
Like, so stuff for like budget wise or like schedule?
Well, if we don't have the meeting at the end of the month, is that gonna mess up your stuff?
No,
Okay.
no, I would prefer that. It would be awesome.
Have we heard anything about them extending the CARES funding deadline to the end of the year rather than October 30?
I have not heard anything.
Okay. Because I've heard rumblings of it, but I haven't heard that come through. And so that's my only concern is that I feel like we're getting really close to that deadline when those funds are due. And so, I mean, it's kind of like we'd only have the first meeting in October really to do that because by the time we go through the process,
It's due November 15th and takes expenses up till October 31st, announced last Monday.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that information.
Yeah, I just did the expenses were through the end of October, so it seems like everything's coming up very quick this year, so we're already in, almost middle of September, so that was my only.
So we have, if we have to November 15th, we have both meetings in October, and potentially the first meeting. Any discussion? Any other comments or questions or strong feelings one way or the other? I mean, otherwise we'll stick with our schedule unless people have a strong feeling. Okay, so we'll stick with our schedule, so you won't have to put any notifications out since we're staying with our schedule. And then a budget workshop, once we get on the calendar, we do make an announcement about this because it is open to the public if they want to come as well, of course. And so we'll have to have the WebEx option for the public when we do the budget workshop as well. So in the past, we've done these in evenings, we've done them on Saturdays, so I'm kind of open to whatever works for you all, happy to accommodate. And again, it's our opportunity to share with you sort of the vision that we have from a staff perspective and what we're kind of looking at, and then to get your feedback on the things that you are finding or would like to see or feel are important, or it gives you the chance to ask questions or make recommendations around what staff is proposing, as well as we will begin with an overview of the whole process so that we all understand the steps and what we're doing. I know my first time in the city's budget process, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm along for the ride. I didn't really know what I was doing. Any suggestions on a date? Any suggestions on a day or time of, day of the week, time of the day or whatever?
Were you thinking November?
No.
Oh, no, I want to do it. We want to do it,
Next couple of weeks.
well, or no later than middle of October would be, right? I mean, staff, do you have a strong?
I'm thinking like October 5th,
Yeah.
maybe that
That's what I was,
time frame. We need a little time to start working on getting, just beginning numbers, throwing in some things. So by that time, we're really ready to give you something.
You said fifth, Monday?
Like the week of the 5th.
The week of the fifth.
Yeah, so like not before the 5th, probably, but not, I wouldn't want to go any later than like the 16th or 17th of October. Because our first meeting in October will be the 14th. So ideally, if we could do something maybe even the 10th, if you're open to a Saturday morning, or if we could do something in the evening of that week of like the 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
that would work for me.
Because that way, our next council meeting will be the 14th of October, and we have some information as we go into that.
I'm open the 10th. If you guys are probably for Saturday, but other way we're gonna be.
As long as you bring breakfast, we're all good.
Yeah, right? I do make
Biscuits and
really good
gravy.
scones. Been baking a lot during COVID.
Oh, you're going that.
Oh, well, we need you to.
Yeah.
We need Wendy.
Are you here that week or are you gone the week?
No, I'm actually just the 7th to 10th.
Okay, so we'd have to do either the 6th, or we could do, the 5th or the 6th, or we could do the 12th or the 13th. Or Saturday the 3rd?
I can't.
Okay. Anyone else have thoughts or unavailability that we need to consider?
So we're basically looking at the evening of the 5th or 6th,
Or the 12th or 13th?
or the 12th or 13th. I'm good on all of those.
Could we try for more like a 6 o'clock rather than 6:30? Is that okay?
I'm happy to start earlier, even earlier than that if you want to.
Okay.
We can,
It helps me to get home a little.
Could we start at 5?
we could bring in some
What
snacks.
time are you available?
I should be good. We're serious file tomorrow.
Noon.
You, Sharon, can we start at 5?
I don't have work, so.
So how about, let's not do it Monday night, if you don't mind, just because the first day of the week is kind of. So maybe October the 6th at 5 o'clock PM. Does that work for people? Todd, are you gone?
What day?
October the 6th is a Tuesday.
I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah.
Hunting doesn't start for like another week or two.
I know, he looks really excited, doesn't he?
And what we'll commit to.
I was thinking like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning would be awesome too.
Oh,
yeah.
but enjoy yourself.
I'll bring you breakfast if you guys show up.
Yeah, I know. I don't think breakfast that badly.
Todd's a really good cook. He run our chili cook-off.
Yeah.
Staff.
Yes, he
He's the
did.
blue ribbon.
But I don't want chili for breakfast.
No, I make Mountain Man breakfast.
So Tuesday, October 6th at 5 PM. Okay. Does that work for everybody? And we will commit to a 2-hour time block. We will end at 7, I promise. How's that?
Yes.
That should be more, and earlier, if we're done earlier, great, but I promise not to go past 7. Okay, so, Wendy, you make proper notifications for that? Okay. All right, so that's those two things. And then the last thing I wanted to share with everyone tonight, and then we'll have one more opportunity for any public comment if there's anyone left. We have, as a staff, we've been working on the emergency management plan. I know that we brought it out earlier this year in March, April, when COVID hit us. We've been doing a lot of work, and please don't think that we just dropped it and we haven't been paying attention. We are working on it. There's just so many moving parts and resources and things that we're going through. Our management team at the city has all been asked to give their final commentary and feedback. And so we'll have that, and I'm hoping to bring this to the next council meeting with the proposal with all the changes. So again, if there were things, I wrote several notes when we brought this up. I know that there were concerns about the technology phase of it, or the technology aspects, like what do we do and what's the plan around the technology. There were some other questions and comments and feedback about some other sections. I had notes on that, so we've been working on these things. But if you thought of anything else, or you have anything else you want to make sure that we are considering, let us know. But we're hoping to have something for you to look at the October 14th meeting, and hopefully have we have a plan, this is our plan, but we're hoping to have any amendments and updated plan finalized then. So you don't have to think we're operating without one. Oh, sorry, you can't see my cover page. There we go. So we do have a plan, and we have guidance and all that. So we're not operating without one, but we wanted to update it, and especially as we've learned our lessons as we've gone through this one, and how to change and continue to do it. So we'll be working on that, but if by any final feedback you have it, you're welcome to email me or Chief and Todd, or if they've taken the leadership on the overall amendments and updating. So if you have something, please let us know. Like I said, I got notes from before, but happy to have any more input on it if you had specific questions or recommendations for it. So
Also been working on the county's update of their plan too, so
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been emergency management 2020.
Yes, I think every agency has said, oh my gosh, we got to update our plan. So,
That's how it works, you have emergency and then the updates.
Well, a different kind of emergency, a wrong sort of flood or, fire, or something, but this is health emergency.
yes, different, very different experience for us, for sure. So, again, welcome, Chris. We're very excited to have you on council. We look forward to collaborating with you and having you as part of our overall team here. And is there any public comment? I know we've lost a lot of people. They've probably given up hope because this meeting has gotten longer than normal. Any other questions or comments from the public? Was that?
It sounded like they called me a dog.
Oh, okay. All right, well, hearing none, going once, twice, sold. Okay, I would entertain a motion to adjourn unless there's anything else anyone wants to bring to the table.
I make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion on the table, say aye. Any opposed? All right, the motion, meeting is adjourned.